Oh, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hello, hi. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am Amalgam Ash, as always. Amalgam Ash, you must close Discord. Oh, I suppose I should, paste my link live right now in my own Discord. Good morning, folks. How you doing? I see some folks. Let me quit that Discord so nothing sensitive gets released unto the world. Hey, wow, Luca rocks. Can't stay, but have a good stream. We'll watch the replay. It'll be good to see you in the VOD, in the video on demand. Hello, future Luca rocks. I hope that you had a great day doing whatever it was you were doing, probably working. Hope work treated you well. Welcome to the video on demand. Please enjoy the rest of your stay. I'm sure you did a great job. I can't wait for your take on the complete Dread Moon pack. Me neither. I can't wait either. Everybody's getting there so early, and at first I got all anxious and just anxiety overwhelmed me for a bit, but I'll get mine tomorrow, and I think I'll have the video tomorrow evening. The wife is very supportive of whenever I get a HeroQuest expansion in the mail, so I may have a video tomorrow evening on Rise of the Dread Moon. It's not going to be anything you haven't seen, but I don't care. I'm going to make the video anyway, because that's what I do. Patchwork, good morning, Patchwork. How are you, buddy? I have not used your lovely assets that you have made for me yet for the little chibis down below. I've not had time to do it. I've really been eating dirt with time, man. La Guardia de Morcar. Hola, ¿qué tal? Hola, ¿qué boom? Greetings from Spain. It is an honor to have you here, honored guest. Greetings. ¿Cómo está usted? It's very good to see you here. Very good. It is a privilege. Mike Hansford, good morning. Yourself, sir. Congratulations on the silver shield. Thank you very much for being a member of the channel. Astros, you're going to love the online RPG I got in progress. I have heard these words. I'm looking forward to it. You talk up your games quite a bit, but you're never really wrong. I'm looking forward to it, Patch. Good morning, TSL Frontman. You're sick as a dog, though, Patch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Head cold. I just got over all that. And now we're going to get the smoke from Canada again. I hope that my footage is not choppy on the preview. For me, it is very, very choppy. So please let me know if it is choppy or anything like that. And we'll fix that. Maybe, if I can. Today I'm going to be trying something completely different. Vincent Price, I must be blocked. Why is that? Vincent Price. Blocked? No. I don't have anyone blocked. Unless you tried to post a link. YouTube does not allow links. I have YouTube set up to yeet all links into the void. Vincent Price. Good morning and welcome to the stream. There you are too. You're a chibi as well. Should not be blocked. Oh, and I've noticed that chat... Oh, it's a little choppy? Damn it. Okay, hold on. Hold on, we'll fix this. I hope. I hope we'll fix it. That might have fixed it. Whoa. That might have fixed it. Let me know if that fixed it for you. I know exactly why it was doing that. Thank you, Sunbolt Gift, for letting me know. I had a video processing in the background, and my computer apparently cannot handle that. It cannot get good. I'm using the action battle system. I think we can get something going pretty good. That's cool. That's cool. I'll definitely give it a chance. Oh, cool. The Knight at the Round Table. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I love how the stream avatars sets people up with their stuff. I'm pretty sure it's based on the name. But anyways, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I am going to be doing something a bit different today. I'm going to be basically making HeroQuest as a video game. I'm choosing one of my favorite video game editors, one of my favorite tools for making games, which is of course Smile Game Builder. I'm using the potatoes will destroy your job life. Good morning, Evolution. Yeah, you're having quite a day with your network. So yeah, the potatoes will work. Ward Icon. Good morning, good sir. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Welcome to the Minutia. You can now see all of my member videos that I thought people could see the thumbnails on, but nobody ever knew existed. Nobody knew about them. The review of this book right here by Lorenzo Rossi is a member video. If anybody is going to check that out, you've got to be a member, because I'm not going to review it on the public channel, because there's a lot of cool stuff in there, and I don't want to gatekeep that or paywall it. But at the same time, that guy used copyrighted stuff. I can't imagine that he was allowed to use a blurry, zoomed in, blown up photo from a J.R.R. Tolkien book, or any of the properties or IPs that he's talking about. So the reason I got that and reviewed it was because I don't think it's going to stick around very long. So, and I don't want to encourage anybody else to do that. Think, oh, I could rip off stuff too. I don't like that idea. I love the quests that are in there. I love the quests. I do not like how he has made them into this product specifically. So I don't want to share that. It's easy to see the video and Ash wants money. And believe me, that's always welcome, but it's a little bit of a different philosophy behind that decision. But welcome, Ward. You weren't missing anything. The video I posted on Patreon so that folks like you who are already very, very kind and doing membership stuff would have access to it, so you wouldn't have to become a member. SGB Goodness, yes. Good morning, Melon. We're doing SGB Goodness today. Thank you for the feedback, Sunbolt. Needs a vast group of HeroQuest heroes to find the overseers of my company and the greed that... Yeah. If the heroes could explore the offices of the businesses for whom we work, they would find lots and lots of treasure. Well, actually, they'd find wandering monsters, which is the poor saps who are working in the office. And I'm going to toast to that, to not being a wandering monster. So, first things first, what I need to do is go grab myself a board, the HeroQuest board. I'm going to be making HeroQuest into a video game. I'm going to be taking all kinds of liberties here and there. I'm going to be cutting corners here and there. I'm going to mess with things that make it make sense and context in a video game sense. It's not going to play exactly like HeroQuest, especially at the outset, but I'd like to work on this over time. And if you guys are interested in the development of this thing, and you keep showing up and you show that you're interested, I'll just keep doing it. So that's how that'll work. If you don't show up during the stream, but you show up during the VOD and just let me know that it's something that you're interested in, I'll keep streaming it. But anyways, I only knew the SGB jam so late, 7 days before submission, but I'm now 60%. Well, I'm glad, Knifefish. I'm glad you're in there, because you make some awesome stuff. I really respect the stuff you put into your games. Am I going to have enough variables? Melon, I've always had enough variables. You work with locals. I have a different mindset when I work with these things. I will absolutely have enough variables. I don't need the 8 local variables. That was a huge bonus when Bakin gave us the 8 local variables, but for what I'm going to do here, I won't need them. I probably will only... But locals! But the locals. I'm going to grab a board real quick. I'm going to walk into the background and grab one of my HeroQuest boards. I need to count the squares. Shamefully, I don't have the square count memorized. Shamefully. By the way, guys, tomorrow my review of the Axion Quest furniture, artifacts, and heroic skills deck will go up. And that, yeah, that's happening. We're getting a little bit of HeroQuest pretty much every day this week on the channel. Whoop. Anybody else have that problem where your nose itches only when you are streaming? What the hell? It's Randall Lawrence. No way. Sup, my dude? What is going on? How did you find me? How did you find me? It's time to start a new channel. It's time to start all over. Good morning, Randall. Good morning, RC. How are you this lovely, about to be smoky day? I was just thinking about you, actually. I was going to reach out and be like, hey, what's up? How are you doing? I hope you are well. I hope the wife is well. I still don't have a picture of the machine that we used to work at as a waifu. But, you know, sometimes I think about that conversation. Yeah, how's work life going? Are you cripplingly depressed yet? I am. I'd like to know how your work is going because it's starting to sound more and more good every day. 494 squares altogether. Oops. 26 by 17? 26 by 19. 26 by 19. So the first thing I'm going to do, we got to get this going. Got to get this started. Hold on a sec. 26x by 19y. And actually, I'm going to actually give it a little bit of a border around. So I'm going to give it an extra 2 squares so that I can draw that black border all around. And then the top is going to have 1 square's worth of border, and the bottom's going to have 2, 3. I'm going to do 3 squares worth of border. So I'll give it 4, and I'll make the Y 23. So there's our map. Got to keep up with chat. It was a great conversation. It was a great conversation. The game that we talked about doing, I'm actually still working on. This is the channel on which I have the devlogs for that game. So Depraven is still very much a thing that's being done. I've actually got a few things going on with it as well. One is the video game, and the other one I can't talk about just yet. Made me as a bard, but I have the ability to one-shot enemies when you're at less than 50% HP. That's okay. That's fine. Less than 50% HP, and I have Barbaric Rage. Barbaric Rage. How's the weather at our place? So, Canada had wildfires, and a couple of weeks ago, we had a ton of smoke in the skies, and like, the wife and I, where we're at in the States exactly, we were subject to some poor air quality. We didn't get it as bad as a lot of other places did, so I can't like complain too much about that, but we did get pretty icky feeling because of it. And we're getting a little bit of that haze back now again. So we had clear for a while, and now it's slowly trickling back. I don't think it's going to be as bad as it was at all, but we might be staying indoors a lot again. Had to restart stream. It said the chat had moved. I'm sorry about that. Work's going well. You got a raise. Congratulations on your raise. Every now and again, I get the thought to text you randomly. Please do. I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. Not in the work context. I'm so much friendlier. I promise. When I'm at work, I'm not nearly as happy. I'm laughing so I don't cry. We're going to fill this in with black, and then we're going to kind of mimic the dungeon colors. Yeah, I'm still there. I'm on the glorious weekend shift and working Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. I was a forklift driver for a bit. They've shut everything down. We're back in all sheet metal again operations. I'm still working at the giant piece of crap machine. I get switched off every now and again, but That's my main job, and we were finally told that if we can't keep our specialty machines running, they'll just shut the shift down. So now I have extra anxiety because there's no way in hell I'm working for either of the other shifts. I'm getting a little too real here. We gotta get back to fantasy land. We've got to get back to fantasy land. Yes, fantasy stuff. Axiom Quest video tomorrow. Same here in Tennessee. They had a warning saying if you don't need to go outside, don't. Yeah. Coffee feeds the void when you can't cry. So I'm going to try to mimic the colors of this incredible board. So we're at 26 by 19 for the board contents. To do that, we're just going to go with colors. And we're going to be really generic. We're just prototyping, sort of. We're not like super accurate with everything just yet. We will be as the project goes on. We really just want to have something, though, something of substance. So we only need one map, right? We just need one. Bop, bop, bop. I think that is what we need. And we'll put that white on there, and now we have a representation of the HeroQuest board. Sorry, man, didn't mean to kill your vibe. That's okay. It's okay. My vibe gets killed, and I have to revive it frequently, but I can revive it very quickly. I'm all good now. I'm all good. I'm going to recharge these next 4 days, and I'll be all good when I go back in. But the only way I can recharge is if I create stuff. I'm constantly wanting to make stuff. It is... Oh, we have cobblestone. This is actually perfect. We have cobblestone. So there's going to be the white border around, which is going to represent the corridor. We have a 3 square by 4 across room. And now it's hitting me. It's hitting me that SGB does not do walls. We've got the ability to sort of take a potion of revive. Good morning, Elviler. How you doing? I will be definitely taking that revive post, especially tomorrow when I get my HeroQuest expansion in, and I've got stuff coming in the mail today to be excited for too. So, Blood Quest is coming my way. I got an order in for that, and that guy is doing one more run. You can find the details for Blood Quest, a vampire-themed expansion, on the Old Inn Facebook group at least. It might be posted in other places. He says he's going to do one more run because people pre-ordered the hell out of it during his second run. He'll do one more run, and he's done. He's going to move on, do some campaign stuff. I am making my own HQ map. Chuppus, good morning, and welcome. I don't think I welcomed you earlier. Sorry about that. But I'm realizing we can't have walls here. So I'm going to have to make this map actually bigger. So we'll start in this corner, and then we will get bigger as we go along. We'll go ahead and make the walls that surround the rooms. And what I'll do is I'll put a free space where the door will go, and we'll just have to compromise there. If I made this in Bakin, I wouldn't have to do that because we can have walls proper in Bakin. But you know what? It's okay. I just want to get something going and quickly for reasons that don't even matter. I just want to get it done. So we're going to do a wall around that room. I'm going to have to kind of figure out how many squares I'll end up with. I actually think I've done this before, and I ended up with an offset that drove me nuts. So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. So we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. The next room is 4 by 3, just like this one is. And then the points and context don't matter with your host, Drew Ash. The next one is 4 by 5 down below. So 4 across, then 5 tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy. Whoop. Don't do that. There we go. I have to leave, my friend. I want the hello, how are you? Hola, ¿qué tal? For one of my videos. A greeting, brother. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for dropping in. I do appreciate you. It's always cool to see you. Always cool. Always cool. And then we'll do there's one right next to it that's the same size. Then a 3x5. 1, 2, 3. Bop. Bop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the interior. There we go. I'm going to tell you guys right now, just as a treat to anybody who is interested in playing this, if you become a patron, I will give you access to it, and you'll be able to play it. I wouldn't bother too much with doing it just yet, unless you really, really want to. Let's see. Let's do cobblestone for all the rooms now, actually. But I made the patron tier. So if you join the Patreon in the link below, you'll be able to play this as I update it, as I make things come together. I'll upload the build when I am done with it at some point today. And it won't be much here, but you'll be able to walk around the map. Hope to start more on my Backing Project Jam 2. I hope so too. Melon's another one to watch out for. Melon has got the chops. Let's do the lower half of the board next. The lower left quadrant. Upper left quadrant's done. Adding a full square for the walls, I think, will give you some size and alignment issues for the rest of the map. Yeah, absolutely. It does already, because you have extra spaces now where the doors would be. Like I said, I think I've explored this before, and I ran into the issue that I'm going to run into today. But we've got to make compromises to make this work, to make it exist to begin with in this particular tool. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have to stretch this map out, I could tell. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 2 tiny rooms that are 2 by 3. Dot, dot. That actually ends up being fine. Oh, I think where it really messes up is the lower right side, which if you're familiar with HeroQuest, you'll probably know one of the rooms encroaches into one of the other ones. It's kind of abnormal. It's not really, the rest of the map doesn't really work like that. Let's do a 35 by 35. I can just shrink it later if I want. And then we'll grab the black tile and we'll fill in that water. We'll grab, what are we grabbing? Go back, grab the man-made terrain. This guy right here. We're just going to go back to drawing. We're just going to draw. We got a 4x4, and then we've got a 4x5 and a 3x5. So the 4x4, 2, 3, 4, right there. Whoops. That was bound to happen, and it will happen again. 2, 3, 4x5. 3x5. Yes. Man-made back here. Fill this in. Single brush. We've already got an alignment issue right here. The top and the bottom do not line up. And that is 4 and 4 and 3. So that's one. That's one issue. I'm going to have to live with that or figure something out. Chat, if you have ideas. My ears are open. And they're not often open. Usually people give me advice or ideas and I'm like, no. I don't. We're not doing that. Take advantage of my weakness. The room in the middle, I may need to do double corridor for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 6. I do not need to do. That's great. That actually works out fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, boom, boom. Look at this. We are doing okay. What is the limit issue? What do I need help with? Look at this. This is what I'm recreating. Hold on. I gotta act like a mirror. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Damn it. There we go. This is the board I'm recreating. The board has walls in between the tiles, but the walls are drawn in such a way that they do not take up a tile space. The illustration of the wall is there to let you know that you can't cross from one tile to another unless there is a door. When you put a door, which is a three-dimensional cardboard and plastic piece, down onto the board, you can pass through a door to get to another room. But in SGB, we have to operate on the tile. We cannot say that there's an invisible wall here that doesn't take up the whole tile or anything like that. Randall knows from experience I don't normally take advice. There's a saying about not taking advice and maturity or something like that. Whenever I hear it, I'm like, I wince, I cringe. I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm not mature enough to take advice. The top and bottom quadrants on the right, I think they're going to go around the center room perfectly. But I think on the outside, we're going to see some jank. Pretty sure that's how that works. Let's find out. Patchwork is using my coffee mancer voice. So we have simple models of walls which are thin. Yes, you can do that. You can put planes down if you want, but we have to operate by the tile. So your character will walk through the wall, because the wall cannot have collision unless it's one tile wide collision. You can use the super thin walls if you're not planning on doing this, where you've got two tiles and you need both of them to be accessible. It's an anomaly. It is very much a head scratcher, but it is exactly like that in SGB. The only way to travel from this tile to this tile, if I put a 3D object in between them, I mean, that actually doesn't give you any restriction at all. You're still able to freely travel between the two tiles because there's no collision. But if you turn the collision on, it's got to be a tile's worth of collision. So you will not be able to move from this tile to this tile. You'd have to go all the way through. I thought you were allowed to still free movement. Yeah, you can do free movement. You can do free movement, but the collision still operates on a tile-by-tile basis, which is... Oh, there's the issue. There's the alignment issue. There it is. There it is. We're going to double this wall up. I think that's how we're going to fix that. As a matter of fact, because this room should be able to lead into this room. Oh, no. Ooh. Only real problem is one quadrant has an issue. An option would be to narrow the passage down accordingly to accommodate, or extend the other side to make it fit with a few larger rooms. See, but we're going to run into this anomaly a few times. This room should be able to link to this room, but by using one tile wide for the walls, it does not. And the only way I'm gonna be able to remedy this is by not putting passageways in between rooms, but rather putting doors that will act as warps in between rooms. There we go. We've solved it. We've solved that problem. So the real solution truly is to extend the wall portion out. It doesn't look very good, but there you go. We've solved the problem. We've solved that. We have solved that. So 3x5 is next. 1, 2, 3. Grab the appropriate tile, go down. After that, 4x4. And 2 2, 3, 4, right here. I'm going to have to extend this map 2 more tiles. On the x-axis, we're going to go 37. And we'll go ahead and plorp that in. And we're going to grab the cobblestone, which is under the natural for some reason. Cobblestone is a natural occurrence. There's the paths out in the wild happen because that's how God intended it. Back to the wall. 2 4x4 rooms. This will fit perfectly. This will give me no issues with alignment or anything whatsoever, even though it's kind of too late. We've already figured out how we're going to deal with that. No! Thank God the undo button exists. Back to my brush. Gonna go over here, color that in, bring that down, bring this over. Now, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to grab the paint bucket, fill that in now, and I'll just draw the walls over it. Should have done that 100 years ago. It didn't. I'm using the snow tile to represent the corridor on the outside. I will be replacing the snow tile with a more appropriate white colored floor tile. I just wanted something that was white for the purpose of coloring and getting this color blocked in, if that makes sense. I really overshot the y-axis, but you know what? I like having plenty of room. Having said that, it looks terrible. I'm going to reduce it. 32 on the y, down. There we go. I love that. I'm going to use that. Now, we have gotten this far. We can't stop now. Am I going to be able to pull this off? We have 2 4x4s on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can make those easily. Easily. Next, we've got a 4x5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's done easily. And then, holy crap, the rooms fit perfectly. This is not the sector. So is the board the entire game, and each room is like events? So it's just the lining up of the tiles that I was having an issue with. But we had to solve that by determining that we're going to have to link each place with a warp rather than directly line up the rooms. You could consider the rooms events, but how I tackle that's going to be a tomorrow Ash thing. The idea is that this room, for example, right here, actually lines up with this room on the actual board. The limitation I'm going to run into is because they don't line up exactly, I can't separate them with one door. I'm going to have to use a warp. That if there are monsters that are encountered in this room, they won't be able to follow you into this room. So that's why I said at the beginning of the stream, we'll have to compromise in places to make it work, to make it exist to begin with. If I was doing this in Bakken, we'd have the thin walls, we'd be able to line stuff up exactly. But I felt like this should be blocky. I felt like this should be simple. And I felt like the default resources offered by SGB would be a great place to start. If I really want this thing to go on, I can always export this project, open it up in Bakken, and go from there. But I think for now, I'm going to continue on. So we're going to grab the selector tool, select by type. We're going to raise these blocks up just once each, just once. We don't have to go crazy. I've seen the 3D board models for this game. I know they don't go too crazy with their stuff. Something I think I would like to do very much, since I did that, first of all, get back into perspective, is take and put a tall wall all around the board. I think I would like very much to do that. So why not? We're gonna end up replacing the black. Let's go to terrain, man-made this, and we'll just go ahead and do that, and we'll go ahead and select by type, and we'll go ahead and up one block there. We have proper corridors now everywhere. And at the bottom of the board, I'm going to go back to natural. I'm going to grab the black, and I'm going to fill in just the bottom like 3 or 4 squares with the black. So we're going to grab rectangle, select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do this and fill it in with the black, and then down. I like that. I don't know what I'd put here, but now it's here. It's available for me to mess with. So, to explain the game a little bit. Yeah, when you decide to play a scenario, you'll open up your adventure book and choose your scenario. Usually you'll start at the first one, tackle them one after the other sequentially. And each scenario has 2 pages. The top part of the book, pair of pages you turn to, has the map. It has an illustration, every single tile. It has what kind of furniture is placed, what kind of doors are going to be where are the traps, where are the monsters, where do the heroes start. And the bottom is all of the quest notes. It's painfully simple. It is so nice and compact. And it's very, very easy to set up because your heroes only see the things that are in their line of sight. So in the room that they're in or down the corridor, then you place your elements onto the board as they see them. So when the hero opens the door, that's when you replace the closed door model with the open door model. You place the furniture into the room. You place the monsters into the room. When a hero searches for traps, you put the traps down on the board and things like that. Generally, you have any of these rooms can be where the heroes start. You can even have a door off to the edge of the board and the heroes will start there. It just kind of depends on the narrative and what all comes with the game that you're playing, because there's the base game system, which has a 14 quest campaign, and then there are expansions, which have between 5 and 10 quests each. So, now, this bottom part here has no utility. It literally should have like the name. So you know what? I could do that. I could make it have the name. Yeah. Well, maybe I can't do that. Maybe I need to extend this out some. Herpes quest. I wonder. I'm just trying to see if all the letters will fit. If all the letters fit, I will extend this board space down by 1. And they do, but it's awkward. Oh, man. You know what? It's not that awkward. It is kind of awkward. It is kind of awkward. Screw it. Oh, it only needs to be 2 tiles. It's not awkward. It's fine. It's fine. I can leave this alone right now and get on with the details of the game. So we're gonna do that. We have. It still looks like it says Herp Quest, but oh well. You know what? That's fine. It can say Herp. Herp, perfectly done. This is the finished map. Now we get to try to fill in the colors a little bit better, closer to the board. Maybe we have yellow stone in the left and right sections, and also like right here. Every single tile is a little bit different. Every single room of tiles, rather, is a little bit different, which I greatly appreciate. I think that that's really nice. Let's see. What do we want to... I guess I could do red brick here. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Carpet. We could do carpet. It's not going to actually be carpet. Blue. Labyrinth pillar. No, I like the blue. I think the blue's fine. These 2 rooms are always kind of blue together. Gray, that'd be a good color for the middle room right now. Maybe the skulls? Nah, that's too noisy. Gray. We'll keep the cobblestone. We've got like a ivy and rock for like a dark brown. I kind of like that for this room and this room. We've got this ivy for, we'll do this room. And we'll do this room with the ivy. Crystal. Could go ahead and do that room. We could make it a little more vibrant than the board actually is for now. Yellow, green. Yeah, okay. We'll do sand. That's wood. I guess we can do wood. Green here, just like a light green. We could do bone wool. That's fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is the beginnings of our HeroQuest adventure. All right, so we can go now to events. Let's like right click in this spot, grab your pen icon, right click, make this the start point. Actually, we'll make the first quest in HeroQuest, the trial, is what we'll try to recreate. We'll make this the start point. And that's not the start point. This is the start point. We are now going to take a look at our casts. We're going to edit game data. Check out our starting party. We have 3 people in our starting party right now. So we want to change this. We've got Scion, Mali, Ignaz, and Nothing. I would like to make totally original characters. So I'm going to go to the character creator. And how did we do that again? Utilities. 3D character editor. We're going to make some characters just for HeroQuest. Let's start with a barbarian. We need a real Conan looking guy. We want him to have like shirtless or very strong, muscular, barbarian looking. I don't know if we can get shirtless. Somewhere around here we got to have a shirtless. We have to. Whoop. Hey. That it? You know what? That's not too bad at all. That's not too bad. He ends up with a cape, which makes him a little more wizard-like, actually. So maybe not. But like I was thinking, some barbarians, they could wear like fur capes. We could recontextualize it a bit, you know. Some shirtlessness, kind of with that one. I could use Hero 5. Kind of like this one. Whoops, where'd you go? This one, here we go. And we're going to edit this texture. So we're going to go ahead and just remove. We're going to remove these. We're going to eyedrop this stuff and just remove this this chainmail sort of brassiere. This is a big beefy boy. This is a barbarian. Maybe we'll do this a little faster if we used filled in squares. Oh yes, very faster. Very more fast. Yeah, I appreciate that. Let's make sure we're getting all of the content that we need. What's on your back? We'll keep that. We'll keep that. We'll keep it. But we're going to get rid of this entire stripe. Don't know where that brown comes from or where that goes. Should be fine, I suppose. I'm okay with the belt. I'm okay with... kind of okay with the... like the boots, too. These poorly wrapped textures. We put some blood on that knife. I think we can put some blood on the knife. Yes. Oh, yes. Some goblin blood. I like that. That's not quite the right red. Get like a rusty red going on here. There we go. Can I just fill that right in? Yes, that looks threatening. I like it. I like it very much. It's patchwork again. So far, so good. Stun is a real game breaker in my end. Stun? Who's got stun? Is that your character, Patch? Yo, Ribby. Wah! We're making HeroQuest into a board game today. I'm just going to say screw it. I'm making HeroQuest a board game. I'm going to be based and hero pilled. I missed some. I think it's right here. Let's get that colored in, find out real quick. Yep. So filled in square. All right. We've got a collar, sort of, that I need to deal with. I'm going to leave the thing on the back. While I'm doing this, I'll probably run into, like, the sleeves. There's the back of the hands. I need to zoom out. It's a X12 magnification's rough on the old oculars. Okay. All right, this is nice. This makes sense. Turn off that. Can I turn off the grid? Oh, that's so much better. I can see. So there's the front. Let's get rid of that. All right, that is also the chest. So we'll be able to kind of draw ourselves some muscles. Oh, yeah. Yeah, lopsided pecs. Maybe I'll try a little bit harder to get them lined up, huh? Yes. And now we've got abs. I don't actually let's try that again. That doesn't look like abs, but does it get the point across? No, we can do better than that. No, come back. I guess I'll have to go stand in the mirror and look at my own abs. And since I don't have any, there will be nothing. Can I make it a bit more opaque? Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's starting to look good. I think. Do I want back muscles? I don't want to do back muscles. Kind of want to make the belt a little lower. Am I trying to make this chibi ass blocky model sexy? Kind of. But like in the sense that it's a barbarian and all of the, whatever you would consider hot about that. All right, checking and unchecking anti-aliasing doesn't do a whole lot. I suspect that's probably for like when I'm drawing. Yeah, that's when I'm drawing. All right, we're gonna add that and then select it. And now we have a bare-chested body. I'd like to edit the head now. We have a beautiful barbarian head right here. Right here. This truly represents everything that I know about Conan. Here's Hagon's. Oh my god. Hagon's the barbarian. To rival Conan. To make making other barbarians shiver in their boots. Here's Darkhand as a barbarian. Yes, it's all coming together now. It's all making sense. Pretty sure that's patchwork. Oh, wow. I love that. I love that. I'm going to keep that. That's going to be our barbarian. I don't even need to, no, I don't need to look more. That's our barbarian head right there. What lovely pixel work. Thank you, Smile, for that. Thank you. I am going to edit the texture. Why? Because we're going to edit the hair. Oh, that would not be here. That would not be here. Cancel. Cancel. With that selected, it still goes to the head. All right, we can't do that. We've got to edit the hair down here. So we can change the hue. Like a black would be great. Like just a cold black. That's perfectly fine. Save. Whoops. Not yet. I'm not done yet. I actually don't think there's anything else about this guy that I want to change. Stun can ruin your game, so I made the status effect Frenzy, which lowers evasion but raises attack. Save. Let's see what these different motions look like. Guard. Jump. The built-in motions are sufficient. Save. File name Barbarian. All right, folks. We're going to do a dwarf real quick. And add a human version of Hoppy. She looks pretty cute, too. Oh, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see your human Hoppy. The dwarf is going to have a mighty beard. And I would like for him to have, like, flowing locks of red. And I've got options for all that. But a lot of it is going to be kind of feminine. So we're going to try to shoehorn. Here we go. Nope, we're gonna do that for our hair color. Our head is going to need a different... Oh god, it's the Mono Watcher head. Nice. Ooh, I might not be able to get a big beard going, but I certainly have options for some beardage. Oh, what if we did that? What if we did that? The art style wouldn't really match. Hey, nope, found it. Never mind. I found it. I found what I want to use. That's going to be this guy right here. And we are going to change. We're going to make his skin a little bit darker, actually. We don't need to change that. Let's go to the body. Try to find something that looks dwarvish, proper dwarvish. We need to change that beard, though. We got to change that beard color. We're going to do that now. I don't have a way to copy over the SGB or the RGB values. So, love some of the faces. They're pretty cute. So I'm gonna have to kind of ballpark it. Gonna have to ballpark it. We'll just have to go with a... Oh yeah, here we go. This is where I can do that. I had a hue of 0. I had a saturation of, you know what? Let's go back. Your hair color is 0, 186. 0, 100, and we'll do 85. 0, 185. Again, 0, 185. Okay. That seems to be the color. Let's see if it matches when I color the beard with that, and the eyebrows, of course. We'll do that. We'll do... Where are you at? There it is. Pink. Pink. It's not an exact match. But it's fine. It's fine. Also, I'm not going to have a lot of patience for this, the tolerance being low, and it not really trying to fill in very much. So I'm probably going to go ahead and take a brush and just outline it myself, and the end result's not going to look great. But guess what? I don't care, and we need to have something that's usable. I guess let's increase the saturation from 100 to 126 and see what effect that has. That's actually a bit closer. Let's increase saturation again. 217. That's the closest it's been. One more. Let's go to the very top. Didn't hurt. It's fine. It's actually fine. We'll go in and recolor that stuff. All right, I'm gonna zoom out, and we're gonna grab the brush. That's not gonna work out very well because I can't change the size of the brush. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This is gonna work. This is gonna work fine. We're gonna give him a gruff beard. We're actually gonna cover up his mouth. He's gonna have so much facial hair that you can barely see any mouth at all. I think that'll work out just fine. It's gonna drive me nuts not having the size I need for this. So we're gonna block this in a little bit faster. Works just a little bit faster. Block that whole thing in. Block that. People aren't going to be playing this with their eyes like right up the dwarf's butt crack anyways. Well, maybe some people will. That's, you know, I'm not going to kink shame. It's fine. You play HeroQuest however you want. I am accepting of all HeroQuest styles. And then we'll do this, and then we'll do this, and then we'll do this. If you're just tuning in, we're making HeroQuest into a video game, and if you join the Patreon, I will give you access to play this. I'm going to be making at least the trial in its entirety, so you'll be able to play the entirety of the trial. And if there's enough interest expressed in this project, I'll go on and create the rest of the campaign quest. But one thing I'm probably going to do, so I don't get the ban hammer from Avalon Hill and Hasbro, is I'm going to be removing the IP. So we're not really dealing right now with anything that is explicitly HeroQuest. We're making it for stream for personal reasons, but the one that you get that gets distributed to you will have a lot of this stuff changed or removed. Anything that's not ambiguous. It's not going to say HeroQuest anywhere. We're not going to say Zargon. I will for the stream, because the stream's just my own personal project. But the one that's in the Patreon, it will be more friendly for distribution. You know, no Morcar, no Chaos, no Famir, sadly, no Skaven. I'll put some rat boys in here though. You best believe. And I've got the rat models to do it. I posted her in the Almost General Chat and RPG Developer Bucking Discord. Thank you, Patch. I'll check that out. I will definitely check that out. The rectangle tool is a godsend. It is a mentor send. It is a Sigmar send for sure. I really need to make this guy shorter. He really needs to be shorter. But he's not shorter. So eyes, do we care what his eye color is? Why don't we just do like a yellow? I don't know if I want to do that or not. What's your redo? Control Y. I guess we'll do white or cream colored eyes here. There we go. Well, let's outline them with blue. Let's skip over this nonsense that I'm doing. Let's actually just fill them in. Let's just fill them in. And I'll draw my own. I will draw my own eyes. I don't need your eyes. The one thing I've always kind of disliked about this creator is, it's the anti-aliasing for the assets that they have on here is nuts. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, the colors just don't make sense. It's okay. Let's turn on anti-aliasing and draw. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Man, I like that. All right, there's wrinkle number 1. Here's wrinkle number 2. I'm actually spending a lot more time on the dwarf than I did the barbarian, I feel. We're going to remedy this. We're actually going to put some doors down in the dungeon pretty soon here because I'm running close to time. So we're going to have the dwarf's wrinkles, his grand age showing. And then there's that. And then we'll have some eyes going on. You know what? I'm not mad at that eye. Not mad at that eye either. He's a little bit cross-eyed. We can fix that. We'll redo that. He's fine now. He still looks a little out of his gourd, but you know what? It's going to be okay. I don't know if I want to mess with that at all. I think I'll leave it be. I think I'll leave it be. That's going to be my dwarf. We'll give him some comic book quality beard lines, which I'm not going to keep because they look terrible. Back. Dwarf is cooler than the barbarian. I guess so. I guess that's the justification for why I should spend more time on him. Hi, Rudolph. Good morning. I hope you are doing well. Thank you for dropping in. And this is good enough. This is good enough. Add it. He's going to be... Oh, God. He's got some side hair that I need to address real quick, though. He's dyed his beard, but he doesn't want anybody to know. Yeah, we still have some white. We still have just bits of white. We're gonna do a magnification of 8x and copy this color and just paint right in there. Not really too concerned. I'm gonna Y-lock this. I'm just gonna, if it messes up, it messes up. I'm not too concerned about how it messes up. We're just gonna get in here and paint. I'm not gonna be concerned about being professional. It's not gonna look professional. It's not a professional product. We'll come over here. Here they are. Here they are. I need to fill this bad boy in quickly. Let's go with the rectangle again. Rectangle, 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 rectangle. Rectangle so that we do not get wrecked and we do not get tangled. Not to shill myself constantly, but those folks who are kind enough to join as patrons or as YouTube channel members will get their names into the credits of every video that I make. It may not really seem like much of a reward, but it is something that I try to do that I hope is nice enough for folks. That's good. I like it. Save it. And now we can always... can we always come back and edit this? Not really. We'll just have to figure out what we like and stick with it. We could kind of start over-ish, but we can't take the character directly and re-edit. We have to grab what we've added and piece it back together. I think we'll just grab the simplest boots we can, and we'll save it. We'll save that. This is Dwarf. Say hello to Dwarf. Not my eyeball games. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. HeroQuest is the game that got me in the hobby. I got the new version of the game, and it is awesome. Welcome aboard. I agree. 100%. New version's awesome. HeroQuest also got me into the whole hobby. I had only vaguely heard of Dungeons and Dragons, but when I found this board game on my living room table at the age of 12, my mind was blown, and I was immediately in love with the dirty dungeon and the ability to just absolutely murder orcs, skeletons, murdering skeletons. What a concept. We've got 2 heroes. Let's take a look at these bad boys and change our hero graphics such that we have them selected. Where do they end up? Here's our barbarian, loving his face still. Probably could have edited that face, really, and just drew a beard on it. But then I wouldn't have had the beard model. I wonder. I'd probably go into a paint program and copy the face over. I really like the style. But, you know, I'm not going to worry about it. His name is Barbarian. All right, and then instead of melee, let's change our graphic. We have... That's not what I want to do. We'll change our three-dimensional graphic. Bink. The dwarf. He's seen better days. He has seen better days. Dwarf. We're going to have to change these two-dimensional portrait graphics as well. I have an idea on what those should be. We're not going to worry too much about the character stats just yet. I will go ahead and go into skills and just remove everything that they have here. Remove it. Remove it. Remove it. Remove it. Remove it. We'll give him a trap disarm function. And this guy, we might give him his own special stuff. Delete that. You're fine. You're fine. You don't tell me what to do. So before we go any further, let's see what these guys look like right in the game. We'll go ahead and put some stationary speak models out. We'll change these graphics to be those of the Barbarian. And actually the Barbarian's going to be our player character. So the dwarf, not the Barbarian. We're going to save all this. I cannot believe I hadn't saved yet. Oh my god, that was almost really bad. And we're going to call the project HeroQuestish. Hero-like Questish. And we're going to test play this bad boy. So you're going to see, I don't have the, I don't have there's a lot of stuff I don't have set up. Yeah, particularly, I'll never be able to leave this room until I put some doors down. But here's our Barbarian and our Dwarf, and we can move around the map. And we have exactly as many tiles in the room as are on the board itself. And we've got some two-dimensional stuff we've got to change and omit for sure. But I can tilt the camera, I can pan the camera, I can zoom in so you can see the Barbarian's beautiful face. Get in the chopper. I can zoom out only that far. And I can go into first-person mode so that I can play this like a true dungeon crawl. There's our dwarf. He is, he's been crushing rocks. It's Scare! Good morning, Scare. How are you? I hope you're doing well. You've made it just in time for the very end of the stream, doing a test play here of our HeroQuest project. This will be ongoing as long as you guys are interested in seeing it. I am going to reproduce the trial. If you want to see this particular build, I'll actually put the start point in the corridor and save that. And I said I'll save it. I said I'll save it. Let's test play this bad boy one more time. We're going to skip the title screen. Now I can walk around the actual corridors. I can dash too. The dash is something we'll remove for like later builds of the game. But for now, this is what we've got going on. And as unproprietary as it is, I feel comfortable sharing this version of this project as it is. So if you literally want to do nothing but run around this really silly map that has one dwarf, one barbarian, you'll be able to do that. I'll put it on my Patreon. You can follow the updates right here on the channel because we're going to be I'm going to try to do like once a week getting into this and making stuff. and I still have to decide if I'm going to enter my own jams that I'm hosting. If I don't, it'll be the first time I don't, and I don't know if I like that. It might bother me a bit. I looked at the Fighting Fantasy Kickstarter. I don't see what makes it Fighting Fantasy. I haven't looked at that either. I should, but I gotta go. So I guess I'll do that off stream. So thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget, last time I'm gonna mention it, I will put out a short later today to people who don't watch the streams or don't get a chance to or whatever. The Lorenzo Rossi review of HeroQuest and Search the Silmarils, a book that I believe violates a lot of things, is reviewed. It is on the channel. You can only access it if you are a member. So if you are a patron, you can also access it. It's uploaded to my Patreon, so you can watch it there as well. But that will get you access to the other member-only videos on the channel, which I did say I was never going to lock HeroQuest behind a paywall like that, but I'm not going to make that general public available because of the things attached to it. And I don't feel too bad about being able to review it while at the same time keeping it behind that wall. So that's a little bit different than like Rise of the Dread Moon and the Axion Quest deck, which Axion Quest is getting a review, unboxing, and looked at tomorrow. So I hope you guys tune in for that and check it out. Hopefully Rise of the Dread Moon tomorrow evening. After my unboxing video, I'll really dig into the contents, and we'll have some content that's more about perspective, point of view. What is this? Do I like it? I've seen a lot of people saying that Avalon Hill knocked it out of the park. I hope I agree. I really hope I do. Really hope I do. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching and dropping in. It's been a lot of fun chatting with you guys and making this a preliminary basic project. Please look forward to more of it, and I will see you again tomorrow. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Stay heroic, roll all skulls, and bye for now. My buttons don't work on my stream deck. Again.